Today is Monday, the observance of Martin Luther King's birthday, and also the inauguration of the President Barack Obama, official, the swearing in and whatnot. I know they did some, the things yesterday, but today is the official inauguration. And so today, our book again, we're going to talk about leaders. And this chapter is about leaders, how they're inspirational in their style. Can't help but today can, Motivation Mondays or Monday Motivation, however you want to see it. It's the beginning of, for some, it's the beginning of the work week, but it's a holiday today. But anyway, so I'm reading this chapter, and, the quote that they used was, motivation is like the tide. It raises everyone up when it comes in. Think about that. And that's by Bill Birch. People use, in leadership roles, they use like 3 different things to try to motivate you. Number one, they use guilt. They use flattery, and they use inspiration. It works. Motivation and inspiration, it works differently for different people, but it doesn't last if it's, a lot of times if it's built on guilt. Talking about, hey, we really need you, things like that. You know what? I don't try to do that when I'm in a motivation and inspiration mode, or I don't use guilt. I don't use flattery. I don't use, I think those things are kind of bogus, and I don't think that they actually last, because I think that, a lot of people, they don't know any better. They've gotten it from their previous bosses or people who they've been around who they deem a leader. And if you realize that doesn't last, as leaders, we need to lift people up, but we also need to be honest with people as well. And just know that if you lift people up in the right way, it lasts, and it lasts forever. So basically, when I think of leaders, I think of, leading by example, doing things, talking about things, and just growing from that point on, because not everybody is deemed to be a leader. I hate to say that. You could see certain qualities, but leaders tend to, stick in a pack too. And one of the things that I like to do is bring leaders together, because once you put many heads together, it's amazing of the outcome of what can happen. You have people. I was just having this conversation with this guy, who I call a Facebook marketing genius, being, sarcastic in using those words, because, it's like you're focused on doing your own thing, but you consider yourself a leader, but you're focused on doing your own thing. And that's fine. But what if you connected with some other people who are doing their own things? Now we're all working together towards a common goal of upwardness, if that's even a word. I like what you're doing. And that's not, the flattery side or whatever. It's just the truth. And I think that if we joined hands, if we joined together and said, hey, what we're trying to do, we're both trying to do in 2 different ways, we can help each other. That's what leaders do. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I know what I'm strong in, and founding, Black Folk Hotspots and BFHS Network and several other type of sites. I know what I'm good at. I know those are the things that I'm good at. And I don't try to, go away from those things. I concentrate on my strengths. And yeah, do I work on my weaknesses? Absolutely. But you first have to, pinpoint them so that you can work on them. And that's what I do as a leader, But I'm getting to the point that I'm starting to realize that, you know, there's a lot of fakes out here. There's a lot of people, you know, back in and I think 2009 or whatever, you know, we did a takeover event at a networking set in Chicago, and you know, we brought 5 people in from, you know, our network, from BFHS Network.com, to come talk about what they were doing for the communities and what they were doing for their business. And it's funny, those 5 have not stopped working yet. Not to say that they wasn't working before, but I've seen so much growth from that, and they have too, and they've said that publicly. You know, that was that was because I recognized that right away. You know, I thought that they were doing you know, something good, and now they just even better. Not saying that it's all because of us, but you know, we also gave them a platform that maybe they didn't have at that point, you know, and introduced them to people who they did not know. And that's one of the great things about the BFHS network, because as business leaders, black business professionals, there's people looking up to you. And you have to recognize that. There's people looking at you day in and day out. They're watching you. They're watching how you interact with other people. They're watching what you say. Yeah, I rant and rave, but you know what? It's all in, you know, in the goodness of my heart. You know, because sometimes you got to hit people different ways. You know, yeah, I say come join our network. You know, come create a profile so that we can tell other people about you. But I hear, oh, your page is ugly, is this, is that. Dude, it doesn't matter. You know, or it's too busy. I don't know. Have you been to Yahoo lately? You know, it's a lot of stuff going on Yahoo's homepage. LinkedIn is a lot going on. Facebook is a lot going on. Twitter is a lot going on. Google Plus is a lot going on. You know, MySpace, it was a lot going on. But those are million and billion dollar companies. Craigslist, look at that. Craigslist looks so awesome. Matter of fact, I don't really know that Craigslist has even changed their, you know, appearance since the beginning. It works, but many people, you know, I tell people, you know, millions of people pass by McDonald's every day, but they still have sold over 1 billion burgers, right? I mean, I'm sure you and I both can make better hamburgers than McDonald's. You know, and because I'm on that McDonald's track, it makes me think of Ray Kroc. And I remember, you know, a story about Ray Kroc when, you know, they were just starting into the franchising thing, and all these franchise owners were like, hey, you know, it was just burgers, fries, and shakes or whatever, and you know, pop or whatever, and the franchise owners were like, Ray, you know, Brown's Chicken opened up down the street. You know, Kentucky Fried, we got to start selling chicken. Ray was like, You know, it was like, Ray, Denny's opened up. We got to start selling breakfast. You know, Ray, such and such opened up. We got to start selling this. He's like, no, because he made that decision. He said, we're going to get good and we're going to build market share on what we have. And the day that they started selling chicken is the day that they outsold Brown's and Kentucky Fried Chicken combined at McDonald's. You know, when they start selling breakfast, 1 out of every 3 eggs are cracked. Well, I don't know about now, but are cracked at McDonald's. You wanna have a best-selling CD or something like that? Get your CD on the McDonald's counter and let them sell it for you. You're an instant hit just by the sheer volume of the people who come through. See, a lot of times people don't get the leader's vision. You know, they may be motivated by him, but they don't get the leader's vision right away, because the leader, he's looking behind his hand. He knows what he has going on and what's next. Anyway, guys, I urge you, you know, to start networking more with your leaders. Pinpoint the people who are in your industry. maybe they're doing a vertical to your industry, you know, and start connecting with them. Reach out to them, say, hey, what's up? You know, I'm good at this. What are you good at? Let's connect together, because now you can create. When LinkedIn was created, you know, those guys came, you know, one of the co-founders came from PayPal, you know, and Google, you know, a lot of their employees work for Facebook, and, you know, their original employees work for Facebook and Microsoft and, you know, Yahoo's and things like that, because those people recognize, hey, you know what? I need this trait. I need this trait. I need this. I need that. And here's the people who can help us move forward. And they created something huge for the people. And the same thing we're doing over at Black Folk Hotspots. So in a nutshell, you know, if you're trying to do some things, we're trying to take it to even another level. We've done well, top 300,000 website as far as traffic, you know, in the whole entire world. And there's over 180 websites. And what we know is most people, when they create a website, they create a website for a reason, because they want traffic. They want people to come to their websites, see what they have to offer, and connect with them, buy whatever. And you know what? And we can do the same exact thing. We can send that traffic. You know, you create a profile. It doesn't cost you anything to create a profile. And we're going to share it on Goodwill, just for you sharing your business with us. We're going to share with our audience of over 100,000 urban professionals. And you know what? And if you do it today, you know, we got these $100 coupons from Google. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. That we'll give you a coupon code, so we can even help you advertise even more for people who's clicking in. And we'll even help you. I'll help you, you know, create to create the best approach that I believe in advertising on Google as well, so that you get the biggest bang for your buck out of the $100. Because I feel like this: if you spend this is free 100, but if you get 101 back, or 150 back, or 200 back, or 300 back, then you win. So if you spend $100 a month with Google, just hypothetically speaking, and you're getting 150 or even 101, let's just keep it real simple, you're winning. Your ROI is right there. So create a profile, use coupon code Google 100 as your, you know, for the coupon code. So that way, when you create a profile, I'll send you your coupon code, and you can use it. And then you can give me a call at 219-512-9910, or email me at bfhsnetwork@gmail.com, and then we'll start working together to find the best keywords and the things like that you can put out there, so that people can help you find, so that you can help people find your business. Anyway, talk to you guys.